everybody, welcome back to Barber Dave's Barbershop at Home. We're going to do another straight shave for you today. Going to do some stuff that I haven't used in a while. First off is the razor. This is the Jerry Stark 7/8 chopper with a Spanish point. It was basically designed off a Ferrari concept car. It was the first razor that I got from Jerry, and it's just a wonderful shaver, but it's like a Chinese meat cleaver. I mean, it's pretty heavy duty. For our soap today, we're going to be using Fine American Blend. I haven't used this in a while. Probably, in my opinion, I think I did a review on this not too long ago as far as the best barbershop scent. It was actually patterned after Rive Gauche pour Homme from YSL, and I think they did a fantastic job of it. So we're going to be doing that. I don't even think Fine still even offers these shave bowls anymore. They were a stackable bowl, and they're pretty cool. For the brush, we're going to be doing the matte DeRuiter F1. This was a complete carbon fiber brush, and then I think it's a wolf whiskers, or I'm not sure, it's a badge or not, of some sort. And then, of course, to finish everything out, we'll be doing the aftershave and the EDT, which we'll get into in just a little bit. Hope everybody's doing well for a Tuesday. Got 2 days growth because I didn't get a chance to shave yesterday because, well, if you remember the forum, you know why. Some days it's better to hit the reset button, I guess, would be the best way to put it. The Fine soaps are wonderful. Now, these are the older ones before the new manufacturer. I have not tried the new brush or the new soaps as of yet. I hear they're every bit as good, but I can't speak on that. Definitely a, in my opinion, a tier 1 soap. Not quite elite level, but real close. Builds well on the face, and it remains very, very fragrant. I'd say it's got an SOS scale of at least a 3, more than likely a 4. And it does have some menthol in it, so it does cool a little bit, but not much. And that's the one thing I've always liked about Fine's products is that I don't think the soap has the menthol in it, but it does have some cooling, so it may. But the one thing I've always liked about his products is they're very, very simple. I think alcohol, water, fragrance, and that's about it. And these shave bowls are kind of neat because they stack up real easy. They don't have a lid on them, but the next bowl in line, if you have a number of them, which I've got all of them, acts as a lid for that. So that's kind of cool. As I said, I don't know if he's still making them at all or offering them, as I haven't been on his site recently. Okay, let's see how the Yopper does. It's also too bad that Jerry is not making razors anymore. I think I've said this before, but his wife owns the largest knife store in North America. It's located up in Holbrook, Arizona. That's huge. But I believe that Jerry who always had a true love of being a restaurateur, has opened up a restaurant again up in that area. I'd have to confirm that. But we wish him well and wish he was still making razors. What else is going on? Not much. Weather is nice and mild. We got a little bit of rain yesterday, and it looks like we're going to get some more thunderstorms today. So the monsoon quite hasn't, even though the official monsoon is over, it's still not giving up the goat yet. We had a couple of really nice days in this 80s, and then it kind of creeped back into the 90s. And I think today's supposed to be in the low 90s or high 80s, but with rain, so it'll cool off. The nights have been absolutely tremendous. And for those of you that are not familiar with the Southwest, that's the one thing that that is amazing, is you can have a 40-degree difference in temperature from day to night because of our lack of humidity. And I think it's been in the 50s at night with, you know, like I said, low 80s and 90s in the evening. So it's beautiful outside, and the mosquitoes have pretty much taken a powder, thank God. Because the mosquitoes and flies this year were absolutely horrid. But other than that, it's been a, you know, typical. I mean, the monsoon that we had this year, a lot of people called it crazy, but growing up in the Southwest, it's really the type of monsoon we usually have. We usually had regularly. Razor's doing pretty well. It probably can use a little bit of a touch up, which I may do later today. But like I said, I have not used this razor. I'd have to check my videos and my records, but I don't think I've used this razor in a while. Always a fun one to use, though, although intimidating. Because 7/8 is really not in my wheelhouse. 6/8 is about the biggest I like. Although I do have an 8/8 for barber use wedge that I really like, but mostly it's 5/8 and 4/8, and a lot of shoulderless. So far, so good. Okay, final pass. Somebody had also asked that they had noticed, you know, when I'm doing my final pass, that I have a tendency to do a cross action or scything motion, and that's true. I don't recommend doing that unless you've been straight shaving for a while. Because if you do the scything motion and you stop, basically you're slicing sushi. Okay, let's see if we need any cleanup. A little bit in the neckle area, which is typically the case with me. Right. So yeah, I'll probably touch this up just a little bit. It wasn't tuggy or anything. I just felt it wasn't quite up to par, but his edges hold real well. I don't think I've done any edge work on that in a while. I'm gonna forego, since it's my day off, I'm gonna forego the alum today and the witch hazel. I'll go straight to the aftershave because I want that blast. Ugh, this stuff is so good. Definitely with the fine aftershaves, you get a good alcohol hit, a good menthol hit, and then once those dry down, then the fragrance is wonderful. Plus, I like the old-time bottles that Fine puts his stuff in. So we'll let that dry down just a couple minutes. I'm not even going to use talc today, just some EDT. And normally I would use the Rive Gauche, but since we're kind of doing a Ferrari racing theme today, we're going to use a different EDT. So to recap, we use the Jerry Stark 7/8 Ferrari concept with carbon fiber scales and little, if you can see that, little wheels for the screws. A matte DeRuiter carbon fiber F1 brush that we call it, with a badger knot in it. Like I said, I think it might be a wolf whiskers. I can't remember. And then once again for the aftershave, we used Fine American Blend. Soap, Fine American Blend. And for the EDT, since it's Ferrari based, we are going to be using Scuderia Ferrari Black, which is kind of nice, you know, and a very inexpensive EDT, but, you know, hints of vanilla and a little bit of a barbershop type vibe to it, but very inexpensive. You can pick it up almost anywhere. So, all right, well, that's my shave for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining us here at Barber Dave's Barbershop at Home. We certainly appreciate it. Check us out and check out all the activities on www.theshavingcadre.com. Hope you have a great remaining rest of the week, and we'll see you next time. Take care.